After completing his mandatory military service earlier this year, Jin, the eldest member of BTS, has been steadily carving out his solo path while keeping an eye on the group's much-anticipated reunion. In a recent interview, Jin expressed his eagerness to reunite with the other 6 members, but also acknowledged that timing will play a crucial role in bringing the world's biggest boy band back together. The singer, who has already achieved remarkable milestones with his solo projects, including his record-breaking single Don't Say You Love Me and his highly praised EP Echo, is balancing individual activities with the expectations of millions of ARMY worldwide. Despite his busy schedule as a global ambassador for luxury brands like Gucci, Laneige, and Fred, Jin has been vocal about how much he misses the synergy of performing with BTS. Industry insiders suggest that while a full group reunion remains uncertain until all members complete their military obligations, Big Hit Music has been closely monitoring schedules and opportunities for a comeback that could potentially shake the global music scene once again. For now, Jin continues to dominate headlines through his solo world tour, fashion influence, and strong presence in the K-pop landscape. Fans are buzzing with speculation. Will 2026 be the year of BTS's long-awaited return? Or will Jin and his bandmates continue to focus on solo careers before regrouping at a later date? One thing remains clear. Jin's heartfelt comments about a reunion have reignited hope, proving that BTS's story is far from over. Since returning from his mandatory military service earlier this year, Kim Seok-jin, known globally as Jin of BTS, has been balancing solo success with heartfelt reflections about his group's future. In a candid moment during his Echo promotions, Jin admitted that while he deeply enjoys pursuing solo artistry, nothing compares to the energy of performing alongside his fellow BTS members. BTS announced their temporary hiatus in 2022 to allow all members to fulfill military service obligations. Jin, being the eldest, enlisted first in December 2022 and was the first to return in mid-2024. Other members, including J-Hope, Suga, RM, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, are expected to complete service by late 2025 or early 2026. Industry observers believe that the earliest window for a full BTS comeback could be in the second half of 2026, aligning with both their discharge dates and the 13th anniversary of the group. While waiting for that milestone, Jin has not slowed down. His EP, Echo, was met with critical acclaim, scoring 81 over 100 on Metacritic, while his single, Don't Say You Love Me, shattered Spotify streaming records. Beyond music, Jin has also become a style icon, representing global brands such as Gucci, Fred, and Alo Yoga. These achievements highlight his dual role as both an independent artist and a key member of BTS's larger legacy. ARMY, the group's loyal fanbase, has flooded social media with excitement following Jin's reunion comments. Hashtags like hashtag Run Seokjin EP Tour, hashtag OT7 Forever, and hashtag Waiting for BTS have trended on X, formerly Twitter, multiple times over the past weeks. Fans express a mix of pride in Jin's solo journey and longing for the moment when all 7 members share the stage again. Many have also noted how Jin's words provide reassurance that BTS remains committed to their collective future even as they shine individually. Although Big Hit Music has not released an official statement regarding the group's reunion timeline, industry speculation remains strong. Analysts suggest that the entertainment company may align BTS's comeback with global tours, special anniversary events, or even large-scale brand collaborations. Until then, Jin's words serve as both a promise and a reminder. BTS is not just a chapter of the past, but a story still being written. For ARMY, that is enough to keep the faith alive. When Jin walked out of the military base earlier this year, greeted by cheers, banners, and countless purple balloons, the moment felt like the beginning of a new era, not just for him, but for BTS and their millions of fans worldwide. Now, months later, the eldest member of BTS has found himself at the center of one of the most anticipated conversations in pop culture, the reunion of all 7 members. In interviews, Jin's words have been simple yet powerful. I want to stand on stage with the members again. Those few words have been enough to ignite a storm of emotions within ARMY, who have been patiently waiting since BTS announced their group hiatus in 2022. For fans, BTS is more than just a band. It is a connection, a lifeline, and a shared story of growth. The thought of the 7 members reuniting after years of separate military service brings hope, nostalgia, and excitement. Jin, often called the emotional core of the group, seems to understand this deeply. His longing to reunite is not just professional, it feels personal, rooted in a decade of brotherhood with RM, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. Jin's solo journey has proven that his artistry can stand independently. Echo, his EP, has given listeners a taste of his maturity as a musician, while his record-breaking single Don't Say You Love Me showcased his ability to connect emotionally with global audiences. Yet, even in his highest solo moments, Jin often references BTS. It's as though every achievement he earns alone becomes a promise of what is still possible when the 7 unite again. On social media, fans around the world have turned Jin's reunion remarks into global conversations. Messages from Brazil to Indonesia, from the United States to Korea, echo the same sentiment: we will wait. Online communities are filled with fan art, tribute videos, and countdowns, imagining the day when the first official announcement of a BTS comeback is made. Some fans even describe this wait as a shared journey, one that reflects the patience and loyalty BTS themselves have shown through their decade-long career. Although Big Hit Music has not released an official statement regarding the group's reunion timeline, industry speculation remains strong. Analysts suggest that the entertainment company may align BTS's comeback with global tours, special anniversary events, or even large-scale brand collaborations. Until then, Jin's words serve as both a promise and a reminder. BTS is not just a chapter of the past, but a story still being written. For ARMY, that is enough to keep the faith alive.
While industry insiders predict that late 2026 could mark the earliest possible full group return, nothing has been officially confirmed. For now, Jin remains the beacon of hope, balancing his flourishing solo career with gentle reminders that BTS's story is far from its final chapter. And perhaps that's the beauty of this moment: the waiting, the longing, and the certainty that when BTS finally steps onto a stage together again, the world will not only witness a concert, it will witness history. When Kim Seokjin, better known as Jin of BTS, completed his military service in 2024, fans across the globe celebrated not only his return, but also the symbolic step closer to a full BTS reunion. As the eldest member, Jin's journey has always been intertwined with the group's destiny. Now, his recent remarks about longing to perform with the 6 other members have stirred both excitement and deep emotion in the BTS fandom. It may seem like a simple wish: I want to stand on stage with the members again. But for ARMY, those words carry a weight beyond music. BTS is more than a boy band. It is a global cultural movement. Every hint, every comment about a reunion sends ripples through social media, sparking discussions, countdowns, and renewed waves of hope. Jin's sincerity resonates because he has always been seen as the group's emotional anchor, the one who blends humor with wisdom and humility with a quiet strength. The temporary pause for BTS began in 2022 when the members announced their military service plans. Jin, being the oldest, enlisted first in December of that year. Fans marked his discharge in June 2024 with celebrations worldwide, from Seoul to Sao Paulo, Jakarta to New York. With J-Hope and Suga following behind, and the younger members still serving, it became clear that a complete BTS reunion could not realistically occur until late 2025 or 2026. What makes Jin's comments even more powerful is the history of BTS itself. For over a decade, the group has built not just records and awards, but also an unshakable brotherhood. Despite their individual paths, RM's artistry, Suga's production genius, J-Hope's dance leadership, Jimin's stage charisma, V's artistic vision, and Jungkook's all-around talent, BTS has always been strongest together. Jin reminding fans of his desire for a reunion is not just about music. It's about family. Industry analysts believe that a full BTS comeback would be one of the biggest cultural moments of the decade. Music charts, global tours, brand partnerships, and cultural diplomacy would all be impacted. BTS's return could generate billions in economic value for South Korea and set unprecedented records in the music industry, one entertainment economist told Korean media earlier this year. Yet for ARMY, the financial impact is secondary. What matters is the chance to see 7 men who grew up together return to the stage as one. Across fan communities, the anticipation has been described as a journey of patience and solidarity. Hashtags like #OT7forever, #WeWaitForBTS, and #RunTo2026 frequently trend on social platforms. Fans have created artwork, virtual exhibitions, and charity projects in BTS name, using the waiting period as a time to strengthen the bond between artist and fandom. One fan from Indonesia wrote on X, "Jin's words feel like a promise. No matter how long it takes, we will be here when 7 return as one." While Big Hit Music has not yet confirmed an exact reunion date, many predict late 2026 could be the earliest possibility. Until then, Jin continues to shine through his solo projects, from music to fashion endorsements, while subtly reminding the world of what lies ahead. For ARMY, Jin's voice is not just a message. It is a beacon. His words remind fans that the wait is not empty. It is filled with meaning, connection, and the certainty that when BTS finally reunites, it will not simply be a comeback. It will be a historic moment of love, resilience, and unity that transcends borders.